most viral Instagram video, their worst fears are materializing. Meghan's star is shining brighter, stronger, and more influential than ever, and they are powerless to dim it. And it isn't just her star power, but the power of her work and her character that's making headlines. Prince Harry's continued commitment to humanitarian work, for instance, has earned him high praise from the Halo Trust, a fact that's conveniently ignored by the tabloids in favor of baseless gossip about the Sussexes' marriage. This isn't journalism. It's an unhealthy obsession, an obsession with tearing down a couple who chose to step away from a toxic royal system. Seasoned broadcaster James O'Brien isn't afraid to call out this hypocrisy, pointing out that the Sussexes are held to a different standard than anyone else in the royal sphere. The abuse isn't about protocol or tradition. It's about punishing two people for daring to control their own lives and narratives. Then we have the likes of Phil Dampier, spewing bitter commentary that serves only to fuel the outrage machine. It's a sad state of affairs. Their credibility is in shambles, reduced to shouting from the sidelines while Meghan continues to thrive, unbothered and unstoppable. The truth the tabloids can't handle is that Meghan Sussex is now synonymous with global influence, advocacy, and inspiration, not scandal. Every viral video, every positive statement from respected organizations, every defense from credible voices like James O'Brien chips away at the false narrative they've spent years constructing. The obsession is obvious, the bitterness is palpable, and the world is moving on without them. Those left clinging to the hate are the ones who profit from it. But Meghan's star continues to shine, stronger and brighter than ever. While the tabloids focus on baseless gossip, the Sussexes are making a difference in the world. That's right, folks. Let's take a moment to talk about the real work the Sussexes are doing and the positive impact they're making. Prince Harry, for instance, has been a tireless supporter of the Halo Trust. This organization has publicly praised Harry's dedication to their cause, stating that he has worked relentlessly to help them realize a world free from landmines. This isn't mere hearsay, it's a fact, a public acknowledgement of his commitment to service and compassion. However, instead of echoing this message, the tabloids are engrossed in spinning fanciful tales about the Sussexes' marriage, attempting to create tension where there's none. It's a clear diversion tactic aimed at distracting the public from the Sussexes' true narrative of service and commitment. Meghan Sussex, too, is no stranger to advocacy work. Her efforts have consistently centered around empowering women, promoting education, and championing for mental health. Yet the tabloids are more interested in scandalizing her every move, rather than acknowledging the tangible difference she's making in the lives of many. What we're seeing here isn't journalism. It's more akin to an unhealthy obsession. The tabloids are fixated on tearing down the Sussexes, merely because they decided to step away from a system that they found oppressive. It's a classic case of trying to punish those who dare to control their own lives, their own stories. And while the tabloids are busy fueling their outrage machine with baseless gossip, the Sussexes remain undeterred, continuing to make their mark in the world. Their resilience is commendable, their influence undeniable, and their commitment to service unwavering. So let's shift our focus from the tabloids and their sensationalist headlines, and instead, let's celebrate the Sussexes, a couple who are truly making a difference in the world, because at the end of the day, that's what truly matters. This isn't journalism, it's an obsession, and it's high time we recognized it for what it is. The Sussexes are judged by a completely different standard than anyone else in the royal sphere. Let that sink in for a moment. What we're witnessing here isn't just unfair treatment. It's a concentrated effort to undermine two individuals who have dared to take control of their own lives and narratives. Take a step back and consider this. Meghan and Harry have chosen to live their lives on their own terms. And it's this audacity, this defiance of outdated norms, that has the tabloids up in arms. They're not just breaking the rules, they're rewriting them, they're setting their own course, and in doing so, they're dismantling the tabloids' power to dictate their story. Now let's talk about James O'Brien. A seasoned broadcaster, James has been one of the few voices in media who has consistently called out the hypocrisy of the tabloids' treatment of the Sussexes. He's highlighted the glaring double standards, the relentless scrutiny, and the relentless pursuit of scandal where none exists. His message is crystal clear. This isn't about protocol or tradition. This is about punishing Meghan and Harry for daring to live their lives outside of the suffocating constraints of the royal fishbowl. This is about trying to exert control over a narrative that the Sussexes have firmly taken into their own hands. And that, my friends, is what truly infuriates the press. It's not about the Sussexes' actions or their decisions. It's about the fact that they can't control the Sussexes story anymore. They can't spin it, twist it, or manipulate it to fit their own agenda. The press has lost its grip on the narrative, and that's what's driving this relentless pursuit of scandal and controversy. It's not about the truth or about fair reporting. It's about control and the fact that they've lost it. And here's the kicker. Meghan and Harry aren't just surviving outside of the royal bubble. They're thriving. They're making their mark, they're influencing conversations, and they're doing it their way. And the press, well, they're just going to have to get used to it. The press can't control the Sussexes story, and that's what infuriates them the most. Meghan Sussex's name is now synonymous with global influence, advocacy, and inspiration. This is a woman who has tirelessly worked to make a difference, using her platform to elevate the voices of those often overlooked and underserved. Her commitment to humanitarian causes, from gender equality to education and mental health, has resonated with millions across the globe. Each time she steps up to speak, she chips away at the false narrative that the tabloids have been so eager to build. Her influence extends beyond mere popularity. Meghan has become a beacon of hope, a symbol of resilience in the face of adversity, a testament to the power of forging one's own path. This is not the image of a woman embroiled in scandal, but of a woman who is positively shaping the world. The tabloids' obsession with her is transparent. Their attempts to paint her in a negative light are fueled not by truth, but by a desperate need to sell stories. Their bitterness is palpable, their tactics are obvious, and their credibility continues to crumble under the weight of their own falsehoods. But here's the thing. The world is not standing still for the tabloids. People are seeing through their lies, recognizing their destructive tactics, and choosing to stand with Meghan. The narrative is changing, and it's the tabloids who are being left behind. The truth is, Meghan Sussex is not the villain that the tabloids would have you believe. She's a woman of strength, compassion, and determination. She's a woman who is making a difference, a woman who is unafraid to challenge the status quo. She's a woman who is not defined by scandal, but by her actions and her impact. The world is moving on without the tabloids. The only people left clinging to the hate are those who profit from it. And as Meghan continues to shine, as she continues to inspire and influence, it's clear that her story, the real story, is far from over. Thank you, dear viewers, for joining us today on Royal Telly. We've had quite an enlightening discussion, haven't we? We delved into the tabloid problem, the relentless obsession with the Sussexes, and the relentless attempts to manufacture scandal where none exists. We highlighted the commendable service of the Sussexes, their dedication to causes that truly matter, and the tireless humanitarian work of Prince Harry that continues to make a difference in our world. We touched upon the double standards, the unequal treatment, the different rules for Meghan and Harry in comparison to others in the royal sphere. And we heard from respected voices like James O'Brien, who clearly pointed out that the abuse isn't about protocol or tradition. It's about punishing two people for daring to control their own lives and narratives. We also celebrated the truth about Meghan Sussex. Her name is now synonymous with global influence, advocacy, and inspiration. Every viral video and every positive statement from respected organizations chips away at the false narrative constructed by the tabloids. In essence, Meghan and Harry continue to thrive, and their star shines brighter, stronger, and more influential than ever. The world is moving on, and those clinging to the hate are left behind. Thank you for watching, and remember to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for more insightful content. Until next time, this is Chloe, signing off.